Fletcher Memorial Home. Wow.
Take all your overgrown infants away somewhere and build them a home, a little place of their own, the Fletcher Memorial Home for incurable tyrants and kings. They can appear to themselves every day on closed circuit TV to make sure they're still real. It's the only connection they feel.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reagan and Haig, Mr. Bagan and friend, Mrs. Thatcher, the Paisley, Mr. Brezhnev and party, the ghost of McCarthy, and the memories of Nixon. And now, adding color, a group of anonymous Latin American meatpacking glitterati.
Did they expect us to treat them with any respect?
We can polish their medals and sharpen their smiles and abuse themselves playing games for a while. Boom, boom, bang, bang, lie down, you're dead.
All right, guys. Yes, the ninth song, the Fletcher Memorial Home. And man, I mean, Pink Floyd really, really, they have this way, of, making a song feel like a movie scene, I have to say. But with this one, it felt like a whole political nightmare dream sequence, like not even, trying to be subtle, just, straight up rage and heartbreak in the same breath. The first thing that hit me was the tone. I love how he started off kind of calm, almost like he's walking you into the room quietly, but I feel like you can feel that attention in the air, that slow, almost no margin energy underneath it. I mean, like, something is building, and you don't know when it's going to snap. And once the vocals come in, bro, the delivery wasn't just singing. It was like spitting truth, like somebody standing at a podium, but the mic is on fire. And the crazy part is how the instrumentation stayed controlled, almost too controlled, which to me makes the anger feel even sharper. Like the music is holding itself back, but the message is just boiling over. I feel like I mean, that is what made it so uncomfortable, in a good way. I mean, because you are not supposed to just vibe to this. You're supposed to you're supposed to listen. Then I mean, when it starts getting more intense, you feel that that shift, like the song goes from statement to accusation. The way the names and the characters are painted, to me, I mean, it's like he's looking at world leaders like they are reckless kids playing with matches, and I'm sitting here like, dang, this is still relevant. I feel like that's what's scary about it. I mean, it doesn't feel like an old song talking about old politics. It feels like a warning that never expired. Now the moment that really got me, I mean, that lifts into the bigger section. I mean, when the music opens up and the emotions become more cinematic. I mean, you get that swirling feeling, and then bam, I mean, David Gilmour's guitar also comes in like a voice of his own. I mean, I love the fact that it wasn't flashy. It wasn't trying to shred. It was just pain. I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, that guitar sounded like frustration turning into solo. Like, I mean, the song is angry, but underneath the anger there's also grief. And I feel like that is what hit me the hardest, because I mean, that's the thing with Pink Floyd. I mean, they don't just attack something. They actually show you what it costs. The arrangement to me feels like it was pushing me deeper and deeper into this world. And then the ending, guys, the way it goes dark, I mean, that last stretch is chilling, I mean, not in a horror way, but this is what happens when people with power lose their humanity type of way. I mean, it definitely left me sitting here like, yeah, I need a second. Vocally, I have to say, I mean, this wasn't about vocal gymnastics. It was obviously storytelling straight up. I mean, the voice carried bitterness and sarcasm, a bit of disgust, but also this aching sadness in the background, like someone who's who's tired of watching history repeat itself. Production wise, I have to say this sounded clean, but raw emotionally. I feel like everything sits exactly where it should. Drums hit with peppers, the guitar is placed like in the spotlight, and the atmosphere, oh my god. That atmosphere is definitely thick. You can almost see the imagery even without watching anything. And personally, this song really made me feel weirdly angry and sad at the same time. I mean, definitely reminded me of how often people at the top make decisions like it's a game. But I mean, normal people are the ones who bleed from it. I mean, it's also triggered that feeling of helplessness, like shouting into a storm. I feel like that's what it felt like. Like the song itself, it's a shout to the storm. So yeah, for my overall verdict, I have to say this song is I mean, this was powerful. Not the kind of track you replay for a good mood, but absolutely the kind of song you I feel like you respect. I mean, just because it's bold, it's cinematic, it's emotional and fearless. This is Pink Floyd, at their most direct, no abstract, metaphors, just a message. I loved it, guys. I'll definitely give this a hard 9 out of 10, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. Yeah.